Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine and staying very well at your homes. So, children, let us start today's mathematics class of grade 10th. Children, in today's video, I am going to discuss the solutions of part 2, which contains the solution from question number 9 onwards till question number 14 of revision assignment of chapter number 6, coordinate geometry. So let us start the discussion of the solutions. So children, the very first question of today's assignment is question number 9. In which quadrant the point P that divides the line segment joining the points A 2, -5 and B 5, 2 in the ratio 2:3 lies? So children, here is solution number 9. You will be having a line segment given whose endpoints are A 2, -5 and B 5, 2. So let us consider them as x1, y1 and x2, y2. Children, this line segment is going to be divided by the point P in the ratio 2:3. You can see. So definitely you will have to calculate the coordinates of the point P. So children, I have applied section formula, which is m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 upon m1 plus m2. That will be equal to x, and y is equal to m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Fine children. So this is 2 into 5 plus 3 into 2 upon 2 plus 3. 2 into 2 plus 3 into -5 upon 2 plus 3. Correct? So while simplifying children, I have got 16 upon 5, minus 11 upon 5. So you can see here that ordinate is negative but abscissa is positive. So definitely it will lie in quadrant number 4. Correct? Now children, our next question is that we will have to form a relation between x and y such that point x, y is at the equidistant from the given points. So children, through this diagram you can easily understand that there is a point P whose coordinates are x, y, and you will be having two more points given, that is A, B. It is said that P is at the equidistance from A and B. So AP must be equal to PB. So this is very simple. You have to calculate the distance AP as well as PB and equate them equal. So when I calculated AP, I got x minus 7 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square whole under root is equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square whole under root. While squaring on both sides, under root will be removed. Okay, so here I have applied a minus b whole square. In all four expression, I have applied a minus b whole square. That is a square means x square plus b square, that is 7 square, that is 49, minus 2 into 7 into x. Correct? That is minus 14x. In the same manner when I opened the other expressions. Okay. So x square and y square are going to be cancelled. So ultimately I have got minus 8x plus 8y plus 16 is equal to 0. Taking minus 8 as common. So it will be x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. This minus 8 is multiplied here with this expression. It will be divided on right hand side. So it would become 0 upon 8 minus 8. That is equal to 0 again. So this is the relation between x and y, which is the required relation, that is x minus y is equal to 2. Children, please check whether you did the question in the same manner or not. Okay, there can be the different methods also. But here clearly it is said that the point P is at the equidistant from A and B. So definitely you have to apply distance formula. Got it? Question number 11. Find the value of A so that point 3, A lie on the line. Children, the same concept I explained you in my previous video also. When a point lies on this line, so definitely this point is going to satisfy this line. So at place of x I can put 3 and at place of y I can put a to calculate the value of a. So here is the solution, children. 3 comma a has satisfied the equation. So it would become 2 into 3 minus 3 into a is equal to 5. So that is minus 3a is equal to 5 minus 6. Minus 3a is equal to minus 1. Minus minus cancel. So a is equal to 1 by 3. Now children, our next question is, the vertices of a triangle ABC are given to us. A line is drawn to intersect the side AB as well as AC at point D and E, such that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC is equal to 1 by 4. And we have to calculate the coordinates of the point D and E. So children, have a look. This is a triangle ABC. Fine. It is given that AD upon AB is in the ratio 1:4. So let it consider AD consider as x and AB consider as 4x. So we can easily calculate BD. How? BD is equal to AB minus AD. So it would become 3x. So what will be the ratio? That is 1:3. Similarly, AE upon EC will also be in the ratio 1:3. Now children, what I have done to make you better understand, I have drawn the line AB where the point D lies, and it is going to divide the complete line segment AB in the ratio 1:3. Which how did we calculate? That I have explained you. Fine. It should be AB, which is complete 4x given, minus AD, which is x given. So DB will definitely be 3x. So what will be the ratio between AB and DB? That is 1:3. So we have to calculate the coordinates of point D. Quite simple. We have to just apply section formula. So it will be 1 into 1 plus 3 into 4 upon 4. 1 into 5 plus 3 into 6 upon 4. So the coordinate of the point D are 13 upon 4 and 23 upon 4. In the same manner, children, I have taken another side of the triangle, that is AC, and point E is going to divide this AC in the ratio 1:3. So now I have to calculate the coordinate of point E. So that is, I have considered as x dash and y dash. So x dash is equal to, let us apply section formula once again. 1 into 7 plus 3 into 4 upon 4. And y dash is equal to 1 into 2 plus 3 into 6 upon 4. Correct? So what are the coordinates? That is 19 by 4 and 5. Now children, let us switch to question number 13. Name the type of the triangle formed by the given points. You can see that 3 vertices are there of a triangle, and you will be having 3 vertices given along with their coordinates. So here is solution number 13. Coordinates of point A are minus 5, 6, B are minus 4, minus 2, and C are 7, 5. So children, as you know that I have to tell that what kind of triangle it is going to be formed. So I have to calculate all the 3 distances, that is AB, BC and CA. So for calculating AB, I have done minus 4 minus 5, that is minus 4 plus 5 whole square plus minus 2 minus 6 whole square and then whole under root. So the distance is root 65. Children, in the same manner I have calculated BC, that is root 170, and CA, that is root 145. Here you can see that the dimensions, or I can say that the length of all the 3 sides are different. Correct? And moreover, children, they are not going to form Pythagoras theorem also. For example, if I go for the whole square of root 170, so that will not be equal to the sum of the square of root 65 and root 145. So it is not going to apply Pythagoras condition also. Otherwise we could call it that it is going to form a right angle triangle. But now it is not making a right angle triangle also. As the length of all the 3 sides are different, So it will be a scalene triangle. Understood? Now children, let us switch to the last question of today's assignment. Find the center of the circle passing through the points 6, -6, 3, -7 and of course 3, 3. So children, as you know that in the question I have to calculate the coordinates of the center point. Okay. So let the coordinate of the center point be C, x, y. Here you can see that I have taken point P as 6, -6, point Q as 3, -7 and point R as 3, 3. Children, you know that the distance CQ must be equal to CP, must be equal to CR. Why? Because they all are the radii of the circle. Fine. So what you have to do, you have to just calculate the distances and then equate them. First of all, I am going to calculate the distance CP. How? That is x minus 6 whole square plus y minus 6, that is y plus 6 whole square, and then under root is equal to. Now I am calculating the distance CQ because I know CP and CQ both are equal. In fact, they both are equal to CR as well. So it depends on you which particular distances you are going to take first. So when I calculated CQ distance, I got x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 7 whole square whole under root. While squaring on both sides, children, here I am applying a minus b whole square and here I am applying a plus b whole square. Correct? That you know how to apply. So ultimately, after solving it, x square and x square will be cancelled, y square and y square will be cancelled. So I have got the expression minus 6x minus 2y plus 14 is equal to 0. While taking minus 2 as common, I have got 3x plus y minus 7 is equal to 0. So let it consider as equation number 1. Now I am going to take other two distances. Which one I am taking? I am taking QC and CR. These two distances I am taking. So let us apply distance formula on QC. It will be x minus 3 whole square plus y plus 7 whole square under root. Look. Correct? Now apply distance formula on CR. It will be x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square and then whole under root. Got it? While squaring on both sides, under root will be cancelled. Children, this x minus 3 whole square will also be cancelled with it. How? Let us open it. It is a minus b whole square, that is a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. Correct? Here also you will be getting x square plus 9 minus 6x. When you will be bringing them on left hand side, so definitely the sign will be changed and all three terms are going to be cancelled. Correct? So we are left with y plus 7 whole square is equal to y minus 3 whole square. Open a plus b whole square and here a minus b whole square. So ultimately I have got the value of y is minus 2. Correct? Now put the value of y, which is minus 2, in equation number 1 so that we can calculate x also. Basically, what do we want? We want x and y. Correct? So when I substituted y is equal to minus 2 in equation number 1, I have got 3x minus 2 minus 7 is equal to 0. That is 3x is equal to minus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. That is 3x is equal to 9. So x is equal to 3. So hence the coordinates of the center point are x, y, that is 3, minus 2. Understood, children? Please check the solutions very carefully. And I hope after watching this solution video, no doubt will be left pending. But still, children, if you will be having any doubt, you can clear that doubt in the doubt session of live classes. Understood? So that's it for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.